Hari, have you worked with something like abstraction interface, all things?
Not really. I didn't get much time, but
Uh-huh.
Sandeep told that he's not going to join the class today. He is just outside, so he asked us to continue.
Yes, yes, yes. I will continue anyway.
Okay.
What we had completed till now? Yesterday we have completed super this also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let us explain about uh, static.
Okay. Yeah. Yesterday we stopped at the static and final.
Yes, yes. I shared the documents through the drive. Something. Have you downloaded all the files? Yesterday's programs and yesterday's material.
Yesterday's video I downloaded, but
These programs
materials
also.
I
We
didn't.
are
But I'll
working on
check.
we are working on programs, right? Every day.
Yeah.
Yes, all the programs you try to download and work it on your system.
Okay.
Okay, for reference purpose.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. We got everything, Suresh.
That's it. Let us discuss about something like static. What's the purpose of static? Why we have to use static? All these things means.
Okay.
So the main purpose of static is, yes, the concern which the developed by the static developers to the static is for the memory management,
Okay.
but it is used as to refer without object. We are normally as a user we are using static is for to refer the content without a object, and the actual purpose of developing the static is for memory management. We have a lot of memories, right? Something like in a program we have created one file, one something like these things. Suppose this is, let us consider any one of the program. Consider this is the program, right? In this program, what are the content we have? We have some variables. Let us take variable example. Yes, here we have a class, object, variable. Okay, all the things are there, right? All
Yeah.
this content will be stored into the memory in the aspect of something like blocks of data. It will be stored. Let us give
Okay.
them. Majorly, the memory will be something like this: static area, heap area, stack, method local. Don't worry, one day I will explain about this all the memory management techniques, something like how many memory areas are there in the main cache, all these things I will explain. Let's for today, what the thing is there. Static is also a one memory area along with the heap, stack, catalog, all these things. Suppose we are creating objects, right? For every class we are creating objects. Only all the objects will go to the heap. Okay, and what are
Okay.
the class variables, what are the class normal content you are loading, all the content will go to the stack. And all the method inside method you are keeping something, some data, right? And
Yeah.
variables, all these
Mm.
things it will go to the method broker. Still we have a lot of something like two more memory areas are there. I will explain one day, I will explain about in detail about what is the memory area, all these things I will explain maybe tomorrow itself.
Okay.
Okay, let us think about static is also a one memory area to keep the static values. Static values means we have variables, methods, and blocks. Let us derive one static example. If you want to create static variable, you have to use simple static int a. Let us take normal variable int b equal to 20. Got it? And let us take void sum. If you want to make a call means we have to create an object. Check it out what I am doing. st dot sum. The answer is 30. This is normally what we are achieving with the something like if I take static example, if I take static variable here or without taking static also I am getting the things like sum is a 30. Okay, what's the difference? If I take it a as a 10. Suppose I don't want to give the a values, b values, a10, b20. Within sum I want to override the values. That's why I want to keep the a equal to 5, b equal to 6. Again explain the program. I got the output as 11. Fine. Let us check it out. Here also I want to call a value and b value. I want to do a sum. Here I am getting the error. What's the error? Can you tell me?
Yeah, because A and B are not initialized in the main, right? It is.
It
Yeah,
is a
they
class
can.
variable.
Yeah, those are class variables.
Can I make a call of class variables from the main? Yes, we can. But what we
Yeah.
have to do?
Uh,
Object.
object
Without
dot, yeah.
yes or no?
Yeah.
st.j, st.b.
Yeah.
Fine. Now you are getting. First of all, 30 is the sum method for class sum 10 and 20. Next, it will call the sum method. Inside the method, the values are 5 and 6. It will copy the value and take the value as 11. We got two outputs, 30 and 11. Let us drive the case. Suppose, what is the advantage over static? See, I am saying that static means it will directly by storing the memory. It will directly go to the static area, not class or instance variable. And I am saying that without object also you can call it. Let us check it out. Without object, can I make a call or not?
Yeah.
As I got the output or not?
Yeah.
For B,
I think we cannot.
we cannot. We have to A is a static variable. That's why without using also I am making use of variable content. I am able to load it. Okay. What's the happening? Why with after object itself? Why we have to make a call means all the static content. This is very important. All the static content, whether it may be a all the static content will be loaded at the time of compiling itself. You can take it like this. Our program loading or whenever we start the execution, at the time itself the static content will be loaded to the memory. It is not expecting, it is not loading for the object. But normally what's the case is, what are the statements, what are the program variables we are keeping, all the things get memory at the time of object declaration itself. But static content means automatically loaded. That's why we don't need any object for to make a call. Have you got the difference?
Yeah.
Can I explain one more time? Actually, in the program, we have some variables and methods, right?
Yes.
When these methods will be get access, get memory, these things will be loaded to the memory, right? First of all, before going to execution of a program, the program must load it to the memory. Yes or no?
Yeah.
After
Yeah.
loading to the memory itself, we have to execute the program. But when this variable, class variables and methods will be loaded to the memory means at the time of
Runtime.
object declaration.
Okay.
That's why without object, you cannot make a use of variables methods. Now you got the conclusion, right?
Yeah.
Every time I am saying this, without object we cannot access the class. Yesterday also I explained it. Without object we cannot use the class. Every time I am saying this statement. Why means the class members gets memory and get loaded into the memory at the time of object declaration itself. Object creation itself. But static content will automatically loaded at the time of compiling itself. No need to wait for the object declaration. Then if you want to make use of a static containment, why we need the object? Directly we can call it. Okay?
Yeah.
Let us drive with one more method. Keep sub as static. And see, check it out what's the error here. Non-static variable B cannot be referred from the static context. What it means? We cannot, something A is a static variable, right?
Yeah.
But B is a non-static variable. Yeah, the static means it try to load before the object declaration itself, we try to make use it. Here, A will be loaded, that's why it will calculate the A value. If you use the B means it cannot load it. Why means B is not a static variable. That's why you cannot do the static operations in between the static blocks. If you want to do the operation means you have to keep the B is also a static. Then only both values will be loaded into the memory and we can make use of do the all the operations. Or else just you can make use of make a call of A only. You cannot make use of static out.println B. You cannot call the B reference. And for calling normally how you are calling? st.sub we are calling. One more way is to represent the static content, we can also use the class name. Without object also I can use it. See, this is normally we are going right. st.sum, st.sub. Let us execute before doing changes. 30, 11, 5. A value is 5.
Yeah.
Let us do changes. Without object, I want to make a call. Can I do it all these things? Without object, I cannot make use of sum. Why means it is a normal class variable. After object creation itself, I can make use of it. Without object, I can make use of static content. Let us derive whether it is right or wrong. Through the classic reference, the class name like static x dot sub. We got the value is 10.
5.
Initially the A value is
Uh,
initially A
10.
value
Yeah.
is 10 only. When only we are calling sum method, we are changing to 5. Okay. Like this it will do the thing. By using, you can, to access this class variable, something like static content, no need to create objects. By using class name itself, we can make use of calling and execute the program. Class name is enough. Or else directly sometimes we cannot use the object reference to class name. Both also you can get the value. Within the program is without class name also I can make use of call directly A, B, like this I can also call it. I hope you understand about a little bit about static variables and methods. Let us think about static blocks. I am keeping the statement. Let us check it out. What's the output? What's happening here? Have you made a call of constructor? Hello, Hari?
Yeah, and moreover, we didn't give any method name also, right? We just,
Yes. No. Can we made a call of constructor? Can we call the constructor?
constructor,
Can we call the
not
constructor?
required, right?
No need to require. Then, at what time it will be executed? Check it out about the constructor.
Yeah, at the compile time.
At the compile time, sure. At the
Yeah.
object declaration, all the constructors will be executed at the time of object declaration and creation. Okay? And
Okay.
like that,
Okay.
when the program is loaded, all the static content is also loaded, right? All the static content
Yeah.
means static variables, static methods. Here, sub and main is also static. That's why if you want to make use, if the class is there, in the class we have to execute at least one method before object creation itself. That's why we have to keep main as a static. Now you got complete understand about the static, and we have one static block also. Here I am not keeping anything. Static, open brace, in brace. That's all. You have to say it as a static block. No need to call, no need to give anything for greeting messages, for initializations, for declarations. We have to use the static also. Static blocks also. Okay. Hello. The major advantage of static blocks is to check.
I guess my audio connection lost. That's why I logged out and logged in again.
No issue. I checked it out. That's why I stopped that. I didn't explain also.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Continuing the things is static. By using static blocks, no need to define any name like static ABC like that. No need to define method also. Like directly static, open brace, close brace. It will act as a constructor. Directly it will load it. We don't need to call out these things. Directly when the program is loaded, it will be also loaded and print the statements. That's why we got the output. Hello. I
Yes.
hope you understand about the static,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
I can use static for variables, methods, and blocks. And one more thing.
Uh, blocks means okay.
This
Okay.
is
Without
block.
method, it's a block, right?
Yes. Yes. Okay. And one more thing. Static members can memory only once. What it means? Check it out. Here I have declared four variables, two normal variables and two static variables. Okay, normal variables differently get the memory at the time of something like it is normal area, normal heap or stack, something like that. We have to keep the things like A and B. Okay, but as the static content, we are keeping the static like the static variables. All the static variables will be loaded at the static area. C comma D will be loaded at the static area. The thing is, check it out. Suppose I am working from main or something like main method, and in this main method what I am trying to do is I create a object. Suppose the class name is A OB equal to new A. What's happened here? Can you tell me? Before going to the
we
accessing
created
of
object.
yes, before going to the accessing of main method and object, only static content will be loaded. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, here I didn't declare the value, that's why it is also static content also default take as the default value is 0. Okay, C as
Okay.
0, D as 0. Suppose I am giving the values C as 10, D as 20, A as 30, B as 40. Like this I have stored some garbage values. Based on the values it will be loaded C and D. After declaring the object itself, what happened? The AB values get loaded into memory and get the values. Right?
Yeah.
Yes. If suppose I created one more object, what's happened? This is OB reference. Whenever we are creating another object, it will surely create one more space and loads the data of A and B one more time and creates and take the reference as OB1. How many objects can be created? That those many times the normal content will be loaded and created the memory. Suppose as a normal class we have some 10 variables and we have created 10 objects. For each and every object creation all the 10 memories will be get access. That's why all the 10 variables get the memory 10 times at the time of
Yeah.
10 object creations. But static means it will loaded how many objects you may created. It will only created only once. It will loaded only once. If you have 100 objects, the static variables loaded only once. Have you got the difference?
Yeah.
Yes, right. Suppose I
Yeah.
have 100 objects and we have declared for a how many bytes we have to require?
4 bytes.
100 into for A 4 bytes, before to store B 4 bytes will be needed. Total 8 bytes.
Yeah. 8 bytes. Yeah.
8 into 100, 800 bytes we needed. If you declare static means how many bytes needed?
8.
8. Can you imagine how much of memory you are reducing? You are keeping something like that. You are utilized.
Yeah.
8 and 800, but we cannot use all the content as object. Why means the static will only use it for which are the data it is common for all the
Yeah.
objects data. All the objects data we have a common content, then we can keep the content as static content. Okay, we cannot keep all the data.
Yeah.
Keeping common data. Which is available for all the objects. Those data we have to keep it as stat. Okay, these are all the shades and all the description about the static. This is enough. Okay, let us move to the
Yeah.
final. Final is very simple. Final is used to declare a constant in Java, and once it declare means we cannot change the value.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Suppose I declared one program, one value as final. See here itself, check it out. I am declaring B as final. Okay?
Yeah.
Immediately, what's the error here I am getting? Cannot assign a value to final
Value
variable.
to find. Yeah.
We cannot assign the values. We cannot do the things. Why means final is a thing to express the constants. Example, final pi value is 3.14. Normally, double or float may be needed. Got it? This is final. Something, there is no, all the things are there. This is final variable. If I use the final, something like final per variable, we cannot change the value. Okay? And the example is
Mm-hmm.
final pi like this. I can also keep for final for methods. What's happen if I use the final for methods? Can you guess at least? We cannot
We cannot
override.
override. Yeah.
We cannot override the concept.
Override.
If I use the final for class, we cannot inherit it. By using inheritance concept, we are extending the properties, means we are overriding, right?
Yeah.
If we use the final for class means we cannot inherit it also. Check it out. Check it out. I am trying to keep the final. Just a second. Where we have done overriding, overloading. here, right? Initially the greet prints hello, but I want the message is hi. That's why we are overriding the greet method here. If you don't want to avoid the something like overriding, means we have to use final. When I'm using final for greet means we cannot be overridden. Check out the error. The method is declared in the final. We cannot be overridden.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, like that. If you want to avoid the overriding means for some methods we have to keep as final. And suppose let us declare about final for class. Check it out. Cannot inherit from final polyphore. Have got the final for class. We cannot extend the properties of polyphore because polyphore is declared as a final. We cannot inherit it.
Okay.
I hope you got it. Final three areas. Final I can use for variables. If I use the variables means it will act as a constant. Final I can declare also for methods. It will if you use the final for methods means we cannot be override. And if I use the final for class means we cannot be inherited also. Even entire the class is not inherited.
Okay.
You got the final keyword?
Yeah.
Yes, that is what the final block. Final. Okay. And um, let us move to the string. Listen carefully, strings are very important. Just a second, I have already prepared this document for string. I can search it for you. Okay, I can share same document. Just hold a second, I am searching for the document. I don't know, today my complete system is something like not responding for this.